now. I already took both of the exams, and then I have my practical tomorrow, Wednesday. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So I just parked at the dental school. It is Sunday actually today when I'm starting this Days in My Life of Dental School video. I'm about to go do some extra practice for our practical on Wednesday. I was here last night. It didn't go great. Our practical's on the restoration, like you probably know if you keep up with the videos, on an amalgam restoration for a class 2. But last night I was just working on prepping a bunch of class 2s. That way these next couple days I can just focus on the practical, which is restoring them. But my first few preps were really bad, so it was a little discouraging, but at least I finished off the session with one that I was proud of, so that kind of improved my mood. Otherwise I might not have came today or might have been more discouraged. But so far this morning I have felt great. Just woke up, coffee, breakfast, the usual, and now I'm gonna go in and practice. I'll get some shots of that and we will go through the rest of today through the practical on Wednesday, and I also have 2 exams on Tuesday. Alright, I'm back from Trader Joe's, and HelloFresh also came a day early, so it arrived today on Sunday. I have this beef noodle bowl, a chili, which I'm actually going to make right now because it's rainy and cold outside, so that kind of feels like the right vibe. And then Chipotle chicken and rice bowls. Teeny tiny grocery store trip, so I always have fruit with my breakfast, and then I also do fruit as a snack, and then I just have toast for breakfast as well. And I'm also going to be making sandwiches, and I have avocado for breakfast, toast, as well as to put on those sandwiches. Brooke Michio was saying this popcorn is really good, so I'm going to try it. And then I just needed to restock on some pasta stuff, so I got 2 bags of rigatoni and then 1 arrabbiata and 1 vodka sauce. So with HelloFresh, I really just get breakfast foods, lunch foods, and I have a lot of frozen stuff, and meats are ready for breakfast and lunches for the week. So I didn't have to spend much money, which was great. Today is Palm Sunday for Catholics, so in an hour I'm going to be at Mass. So I'm just making a little lunch before I leave, and I'll also change out of my scrubs. I'm gonna do a sandwich with this bread toasted just with turkey and avocado, and then I'm gonna make some green tea as well. I'm trying to get into tea kind of for like a Panera moment. I'm gonna do the sandwich with a soup, and I love this one from Trader Joe's, so I'll probably make half of this and then a good sandwich. And the reason I want to make sure I eat now is because right from Mass I'm gonna go straight to Taubman, which is the medical library for medical and dental students. That's the library I talked about in the last vlog, so that's the one that's like open for usage for us, is the med school library, Taubman. It's 8:45. I pretty much finished everything on my to-do list today other than studying for clinical foundations. Here we go, better lighting. And obviously I need to study more for genetics too, so tomorrow is going to be a lot of studying since I thankfully got all the assignments done. My camera's at like 5% and I cannot find the charger for the life of me, so I ordered one on Amazon, so we might have to pick up the vlog in a couple days whenever the charger gets here. Alright, I predicted correctly, and my plans to film yesterday, Monday, studying for all the exams today, that is Tuesday, as well as filming today, Tuesday, did not work out, but I can recap a little bit, let you all know how it's went, and we'll continue to vlog the rest of this evening, Tuesday. It's about 4:30 right now. I already took both the exams, and then I have my practical tomorrow, Wednesday at noon. As you would assume, most of yesterday was spent studying. I had sim lab, like normal class at noon. I got my COVID test after, and then I just came back and reviewed a little bit, actually a bit. My primary study strategy, I guess, for clinical foundations was just looking over quiz questions that we've had in the past, so nothing too dramatic. And then that was the exam that we had this morning at 8 a.m. and that went pretty well. We got our grades back right away. I did a little bit better than usual, which was great. It's very like clinic situation based. What would you do in this situation, or why would you do this? So it's not necessarily something you can study for in a traditional sense. So I didn't really worry about putting too many hours into preparing for that, because every day we're in sim lab, every day that we're thinking about dentistry, you're kind of learning and studying as you go. So it really, like I said, isn't a traditional class in that sense that you just sit down and like memorize facts for. And then we had genetics this afternoon, which was a whole other story. That was very tough. It was an open note exam, but I'm sure all of you can understand and relate that a lot of times open note exams are even harder than if they weren't open note. I think that professors feel like they can make them in more difficulty because you have access to resources, but most of us ran out of time. I basically ran out of time. Like, I answered everything. It was multiple choice, but there was quite a few that I didn't have time to think about at all. I just picked an answer, so at least I have a chance to get it right, but I had no thought going into it. Most of my studying for genetics was over the weekend. I did a lot yesterday. He gave us a list of the genes that would be on the exam. There was 56 genes. So I went through the transcript of the lectures and my notes and just searched all of those genes and made sure I highlighted them and kind of tried to refresh on what each of them were related to, whatever condition or syndrome, and whether it's autosomal recessive or dominant or X-linked, and all these things that they kind of want us to know about them. And for some of the questions that definitely did help, but it didn't help enough. I don't have my grade back for that yet, but I would imagine I did not do too well. We'll see. I'll definitely update you guys eventually. And I've just honestly been watching Grey's Anatomy the rest of the afternoon since then. I'm probably gonna go for a walk here pretty quickly. I'm considering walking to sim lab this evening, but I probably won't, just because I don't really prefer to walk in the dark if I don't have to. So I'll probably go for a walk here shortly, come back and make some dinner, and then go to sim lab. That's at 7:30, extra hours practice. I'm just gonna do one restoration to practice and get comfortable again, set everything up so I know all together for the practical when I arrive tomorrow. I usually get there about 30-40 minutes early, honestly, for practicals, which is very excessive, but you basically go in, you set up your bench and everything, and then you go wait in the hallway while they distribute your test teeth, your practical teeth, and then you come back and you can start working. Usually time is kind of a big crunch for most people. For me, it's usually not too big of a deal. I'm usually one of the first people to finish, but for this amalgam, if you know anything about amalgam, it's the silver filling, and that has a very short working time, only 5 to 6 minutes. So I usually spend about 20-30 minutes, I think, with being a newbie, and I do some carving with a little more force than is necessary kind of at the end and everything. So probably it'll take me around 20 or 30 minutes tomorrow. But my point is that usually where people feel like they're under a lot of pressure for time to finish the practicals in time, but tomorrow we're all gonna be done fairly early because you physically can't work on amalgam for that long. Like, it just won't work. And after, I'm probably just gonna come back here and head home. I'm gonna enjoy the weekend at home. It's Easter this weekend, so I'm gonna see some of my family as I get prepped for the coming weeks. I have one final next week, and then I don't know, maybe 4 the following week, and then 4 or 5 the week after that. So only one next week though, and then a bunch more coming after that. And aside from tomorrow, once that's done, one practical left between me and D2 year, which is so exciting. I just got an email today from the Dean of Admissions here to speak when she goes to talk to MSU's pre-dental club. It's so like full circle because I remember being a pre-dental student at Michigan State, and the admissions from Detroit Mercy would come one night and the admissions from Michigan would come one night, and the speaker at Michigan, our director of admissions, Patty Catcher, she always brings a couple students that are alumni with her. So it's so crazy that like now I'm the current dental student that went to Michigan State, like getting to talk to people. It's just all very fun and happy. I think that's all the updates for now. This was a long chat. We will get into montage clips of my evening of lab, and hopefully the rest of the week goes good for us. kind of forgot that I was vlogging this week, so I've been up for a little while. It's like 9 right now. I have some toast in the toaster. I'm gonna make some avocado toast with cantaloupe and coffee for breakfast, and then I have to leave probably around like 11:15 to walk to SimLab for the practical. That way I'm there early and can set up and make sure everything's good to go. But really the rest of this morning I don't have a ton to do. I got a bunch of like miscellaneous assignments done yesterday while I was watching Netflix, like this extra credit thing for musculoskeletal system, some of our like weekly little short quiz things about like the content that we're supposed to watch for that week's lecture. So I got most of those done. There's gonna be new ones posted today because we have perio on Wednesdays, so there'll be a new quiz posted today and a new quiz posted tomorrow for radiology, and I have to do our weekly assignment for pharmacology as well. This week is about general anesthetics, last week was about local anesthetics, so we're basically like making a big flow chart. You kind of saw it when I was at the library most recently. Basically we're making a big flow chart and then we add to it as we learn more each week, which I think is pretty useful, and it's a little time consuming, but I would still rather be doing that than taking an exam. I did just flip the calendar from March to April because tomorrow's March 1st, and I think I mentioned this, that I'm going home. Today is Wednesday after the practical through the weekend for Easter Sunday. So I'm gonna start packing as well. Awesome lighting coming in, but I need to figure out what I want to wear for Easter. I did get a couple cute new clothing things over the past like month, so I'll quickly lay those out on my bed and show you, and I'll link them below because I love recommendations of people's like absolute favorites. Here's the first thing that I'm considering wearing for Easter if I don't think it's too short for church, just with a jean jacket, but it's a really pretty romper from Princess Polly. I'll put a picture of me in it over as well so you can see kind of how it fits. Here's another dress. I got both of them for my trip I'm going on at the end of the semester with my boyfriend, but it's also from Princess Polly. I love red. I think it's so fun and flattering. And then these buttons, and I will also put a picture of me in this. I got a size US 10 in both of them, just following their size chart and everything. I'm usually like a 8 or 10 in like American Eagle, 8 from Lululemon, medium large on top, medium large on bottom, depending what I'm buying, so 10 fit perfectly. And these 3 things I was just sucked into from recommendations of people on like TikTok and YouTube and stuff. This is literally just a plain Hanes zip up hoodie, but I think it's really cute for layering. It'll be nice for like hikes or like with biker shorts or leggings. That way it's easy to take off and on. You can tie it around your waist. These 2 padded like sports bra tops. I would say a sports bra top is the best way to say it because it's obviously a little short, but it's not like as short as a sports bra. So I'll try these on to show you as well, but I have 2 colors because I loved it that much. Okay, I'm really someone that has a lot of Lululemon, and this is like Lululemon quality without the price tag. So very cute. You can see it's like mildly cropped, but nothing crazy. And then the back is just a normal top. It does not have adjustable straps though, which may be a con. It does have padding and like an added layer, so you don't need to wear anything else. And I know this is extremely basic, but this is a large, by the way, and then these are extra larges, I think, just based off their size chart. That's what I got, but I wanted the sweatshirt to be oversized. I know it's very basic, but I didn't have anything like it, and I think it's great for layering, whether it be like a casual errands look like this, or like I said, biker shorts or leggings for more of like active activities. This is what we do. We do the avocado and then salt and pepper, everything with the bagel seasoning, red pepper flakes, and a little bit of sriracha, and then I make 2 pieces and usually do one that's just butter. Okay, I'm back from the practical. I think it went really well. I showed you all like my end result that I turned in, and then I went to Detroit Cookie Co. I always forget to film when I'm in there. I did take a picture though and posted it on Instagram story, but I always forget to film for some reason. Went in there with the intent of getting this Netflix and chill blondie, and I got a half dozen of my other favorite flavors. So I got 2 birthday cake, 2 of their bro cookies. I cannot remember what the second on the left is, and then the last one is a Superwoman. Absolute favorites. I'm gonna give 1 to Amanda, and then I'm gonna take the rest home with me and just eat them throughout the weekend and stuff, but lovely treat for finishing the practical. All right, I know this video was a little sporadic with losing my camera charger. I didn't get to show as much as I wanted to throughout the week. We still haven't gotten our genetics grades back, so I don't think we will for a few days. But I think I'm gonna end off this video here because I'm just gonna eat and pack up and head home and then work on classes the rest of this week. And I will see you in next week's video. Thank you so much for watching.